नमस्कार सर, मैं माननीय मंत्री श्री मनसुख मांडविया जी के ऑफिस से बोल रहा हूँ। एम आई ऑडिबल?
Yes, sir, audible. Can we see a video for a second?
यस सर, यस सर।
Sir, can you open the video for a second?
Devi, please pin the minister's mic and video.
Yeah, check. Check.
Mara, let us first try out the video of the minister's office.
I think Devi Saab is talking to them.
But at least his video can be switched on to know that it is placed properly and all that.
देवरी साहब आप बात करें उनसे.
Yeah, I'm talking. Hold on.
I can see Actor DG joining, and so has Dr. Manani Shankar.
That Ashok? Yeah, I think I can see Ashok. Hi, good afternoon, Ashok.
Minister sir का video check हो गया, okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Jagdish Saab. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon.
Rise up, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Arjuna sir.
Good afternoon, Abdul ji. Good afternoon, Gani bhai.
Good afternoon.
भाई सर वीडियो चेक हैज बीन डन मिनिस्टर साहब का देवरी से अभी बात हुई सो वी कैन स्टार्ट सर.
Yeah, we can start. Soma, you can take over.
Rai Sahab, namaskar.
Honorable Minister of State in charge for shipping, Mr. Mansukh L. Mandavia, Chairman NMDC Central Committee, Mr. Amitabh Kumar, IRS, Director General of Shipping, Vice Chairman NMDC Central Committee, Mrs. H.K. Joshi, CMD SCI, Additional Director General of Shipping, Mr. K.S. Bariyar, Chairman Organizing Committee, Mr. S.P.S. Jaggi, Director PNA SCI, industry stalwarts, members of the Maritime Fraternity. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the World Maritime Day celebrations. The pandemic has taught us a lot of things, and one of them is having virtual events like the one we are conducting right now. But there are certain rules you'll have to adhere to so that we can all gain out of this function. So, rule one: if you're not a speaker, please put yourself on mute. Blocking your video will also allow us better bandwidth and smoother functioning. So, the audience is requested to switch off their videos. Use the chat function to provide comments. And finally, in case of dropout or loss of connection, do join us again. Your cooperation is solicited. I am Dr. Soma Tandon, and I'll be the Master of Ceremonies for the World Maritime Day celebrations today. The World Maritime Day focuses on the importance of shipping safety, maritime security, and the marine environment, and to emphasize a particular aspect of IMO's work. The theme for this year is Sustainable Shipping for a Sustainable Planet, which provides an excellent opportunity to raise awareness of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and to showcase the work that the International Maritime Organization and its member states are undertaking to achieve the targets. The theme will provide opportunities for leaders from various sectors, including shipping, to both reflect on the work done and the urgent steps they further plan towards a sustainable future. The world relies on a safe, secure, and efficient international shipping industry, which is an essential component of any program for future sustainable green economic growth in a sustainable manner. The shipping industry, with the support of the IMO regulatory framework, has already started the transition towards this sustainable future. IMO has adopted and will continue to develop measures to cut greenhouse gases, uh, gas emissions, reduce the sulfur content of ships' fuel oil, implement the Ballast Water Management Convention, protect the polar regions, reduce marine litter, improve the efficiency of shipping, so the electronic exchange of information, meet the challenges of the digitalization of shipping, and enhance the participation of women in the maritime community. On this occasion, I invite Chairman Organizing Committee, Mr. S.P.S. Jaggi, Director PNA SCI, to render the welcome address.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my proud privilege to welcome all of you to the World Maritime Day function we are organizing online. At the outset, let me welcome our Honorable Minister of State in charge for shipping, Mr. Mansukh Mandavia ji. Respected sir, we are indeed honored and fortunate that you are joining us as a chief guest on this World Maritime Day. On behalf of the entire shipping fraternity, I welcome you and also express our eternal gratitude for providing us leadership and support during these critical and challenging past 6 months. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming Shri Amitabh Kumar, IRS, Director General of Shipping and Chairman National Maritime Day Celebration Central Committee. Shri Amitabh Kumar and his team has stood like a rock behind the Indian seafarers, taken unprecedented steps to mitigate their tribulations. I also welcome CMD SCI, Vice Chairperson of National Maritime Day Celebration Central Committee, Mrs. H.K. Joshi, and Shri Bariyar, Additional DG Shipping. I also take this opportunity of welcoming officials of Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard to this program. I'm also delighted to welcome representatives of various maritime organizations and unions representing officers and crew. I also welcome all past and present luminaries of the shipping community, as well as all seafarers who joined us for this program. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Maritime Day marks date of adaptation of International Maritime Organization Convention in 1958. The day was first observed in 1978. It acknowledges the importance of maritime industry. In India, the World Maritime Day celebration is organized by the National Maritime Day Celebration Central Committee at Mumbai. The aim is to celebrate contribution of maritime industry to the global economy and to develop and implement maritime strategies for investing in an interagency approach so as to address a range of issues, including the facilitation of maritime transport, increasing efficiency, navigational safety, protection of the maritime environment, and maritime security. This year, the IMO has chosen the theme Sustainable Shipping for a Sustainable Planet. Sustainable shipping, as all of us are aware, is a holistic management concept, sustainable development, applied to the shipping sector, incorporating environmental and social responsibility. Sustainability includes three main pillars: environment, society, and economy. And the development of sustainable shipping is the result of the strengthening of these three pillars. Ladies and gentlemen, we have many important events and addresses ahead. I take this opportunity of welcoming once again all of you to this program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the welcome. The COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the professionalism and sacrifice of millions of seafarers across the world's merchant fleet. Shipping has continued to transport more than 80% of the world trade, including vital medical supplies, food, and other basic goods that are critical for the COVID-19 response and recovery. Our seafarers have been COVID warriors, but our courageous seafarers have been stranded at sea, unable to get off the ships they operate, with contracts extended by many months. And this needed to be addressed urgently. Through governments designated seafarers as essential workers and ensuring safe crew changes which should be taking place. The Secretary General of IMO, Mr. Kitak Lim, has been stressing on declaring the seafarers profession as essential services. India, incidentally, has done this way back in the 70s. We have the message of Mr. Kitak Lim on the occasion of World Maritime Day. I request Mr. Mehra to please play the message.
Affected all of us with unprecedented impacts on our lives, our economy, and our societies. At IMO, we have observed and attempted to address the impacts on the shipping industry and especially seafarers. In these challenging times, the ability of shipping services and the seafarers to deliver essential goods, including medical supplies, food, and fuel, is central to responding to and overcoming this crisis. The pandemic has shown that shipping, the most reliable, efficient, and cost-effective method of international transportation that carries more than 80% of global trade, remain the leading facilitator of global economy. Therefore, shipping and maritime will be at the heart of the economic recovery and future sustainable growth far into the future, both at the sea and ashore, supporting an inclusive and resilient economy to underpin the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable shipping for a sustainable planet. Our theme for 2020 couldn't be more relevant now and for years to come. In the post-COVID world, much focus will be directed at the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the 17 Sustainable Development Goals adopted by all UN member states in 2015. These goals are as relevant as ever. Shipping is essential for sustainable development. The 2030 agenda will only be realized with a sustainable transport sector supporting world trade and facilitating the global economy. But shipping also needs to secure its own sustainability. Shipping activities must be balanced with the safety of life at sea, the long-term health and diversity of the oceans. A major part of IMO's role is to ensure that shipping continues to make its contribution to the global economy without upsetting nature's delicate balance. Supported by IMO's regulatory framework, shipping is engaged on a journey of transformation toward the sustainable future. IMO actions are: enhance maritime safety and digital shipping, ensure and enhance the professionalism, competence, and workplace environment of the world seafarers, decarbonization of international shipping and reduction of sulfur of ships' fuels, protect the polar regions and reduce marine litters, facilitation of maritime traffic in collaboration with the port industry, technical cooperation and capacity building of developing countries, enhance gender equality in the maritime community, and maintain a robust response system to meet threats to safety and security at the sea and protect the marine environment. All form the foundation for shipping's part in securing a sustainable future for all of us. We must now look to see what more should be done to achieve these goals. At the start of 2020, alongside our UN sister entities, we mark the beginning of a decade of action and delivery for the SDGs, including sustainable shipping for a sustainable planet. As this year's World Maritime theme, we focus global attention on how IMO and the member states, civil societies, and the shipping industry are working together to ensure that shipping continues and strengthens its contribution toward sustainable growth. As the global pandemic has turned all our lives upside down, I have been encouraged by the unprecedented level of cooperation and collaboration in the maritime world. I have spoken many times of our voyage together, encompassing member states, NGOs, multiple maritime stakeholders. Though this year, the spirit of those words has been more important than ever. We need to capitalize on this willingness to work together as we move forward, supporting shipping, seafarers, and the maritime sector to fulfill their responsibilities. Thank you.
Over to you, Soma ma'am.
Thank you. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the message from Mr. Kitak Lim, the Secretary General of IMO. The Directorate General of Shipping has evolved in the pandemic, and two software initiatives will be launched today. One is on virtual online written digital exam for COC, and another one is an online portal to monitor prohibition of single-use plastics on board Indian ships and foreign vessels in Indian waters. I request our Honorable Minister to please do the honors and inaugurate the initiatives.
अमिताभ जी, क्या करना है इनॉग्रेशन में?
सर, इनॉग्रेशन का अनाउंस कर दें तो यहाँ से वीडियो चलाएंगे फिर।
ठीक है, ठीक है, मैं इनॉग्रेट करता हूँ।
धन्यवाद सर. Let me tell you about the online digital written exam for certification of completion. In line with the Government of India, aim to unlock India with all the necessary safety during these pandemic times, the Directorate General of Shipping has taken the first of a kind initiative by developing a structure for conduct of COC written examination digitally under remote processing. The digital examination system is safe, secure, and robust, offering candidates the accessibility to give competency-written examinations from both local and remote locations. It maintains all the protocols, time, and money for all stakeholders and users. Mr. Mehra, could you please play the presentation? The second initiative is for prohibition on use of single-use plastics on board Indian ships and foreign ships in Indian waters. In order to protect the marine environment from plastic litter, DG Shipping developed an online portal by which ships can plan for phased out prohibition of single-use plastic. The portal also provides necessary database of local vendors providing alternatives to single-use plastic items. This initiative is in succession to the earlier DG Shipping's initiative, Swachh Sagar Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, launched in 2018. Mr. Mehra, could you please play the presentation?
The Honorable Minister, Shri Mansukh Lakshmanbhai Mandavia, and all the dignitaries and attendees for the inauguration of the Single-Use Plastic Prohibition Portal. Last year, in 2019, our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, urged the country to get rid of single-use plastics and emphasized on innovative initiatives and teamwork for achieving this common goal. Accordingly, in line with government policies, DG Shipping developed an online portal.
Thank you, Mr.
Is there anything wrong? Why the video is not working? It's playing only for a few seconds.
Functionalities of the single-use plastic. The DG's order requires ship owners to comply with the prohibition of single-use plastics in a phased-out manner. This portal requires ship owners to submit the ship implementation plan, which states the status of the prohibition of any item in terms of yes or no.
So I'm just sharing again, there's some problem with it.
This portal also requires ship owners to give the reasons for non-compliance, whether it be for any specific item or ports where they are facing problems. This portal also provides the facility where vendors at various ports can register themselves to provide alternatives to the single-use plastic items. This facility assists ship owners to procure products which ensure that they remain compliant. Another important functionality of the portal is that DG Shipping wanted to be able to monitor the implementation of the single-use plastic ban. In order to do this easily, they have created one function where classification societies or MMD surveyors can check the compliance on board ship. The portal provides a comprehensive information management system in which consolidated reports about the Indian shipping industry's achievement in the prohibition of single-use plastic can be obtained at any point of time. The portal acts as important tool to analyze the gap in demand and supply of single-use plastic alternatives. At the same time, it also ensures proper compliance. This is a unique initiative by our country. We hope that the successful implementation by Indian industry would encourage the maritime administrations of other countries to adopt such pro-environmentally friendly initiatives. Thank you for your kind attention.
Sama ma'am, can I just play the first video again because it was also half? Can I?
So please go ahead.
Yeah. Just give me a sec.
So we are playing the first video again.
Yes, sir.
I think DG Shipping has actually captured the essence of the theme, sustainable shipping for a sustainable planet. Seeing the first one again.
Over to you, Soma ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mehra. I think, as I was saying, DG Shipping has captured the essence of the theme, sustainable shipping for a sustainable planet. Sustainable shipping, they've considered all the seafarers who have been waiting for a respite. We a respite for them where they'll be able to give their CSC exams online as they've been waiting restlessly for the last few months. And of course, a sustainable planet with prohibition on use of single-use plastics on board Indian ships and foreign ships in Indian waters. Fantastic effort from the DG Shipping. Of all the skills of leadership, listening is the most valuable and one of the least understood. Most captains of the industry listen only sometimes and they remain ordinary leaders. But a few, the great ones, never stop listening. And that's how they get word before anyone else of unseen problems and opportunities. The maritime fraternity will vouch that Mr. Amitabh Kumar, DG Shipping, has been very receptive to the concerns of the industry and has taken proactive measures to facilitate Indian shipping and the seafarers, be it sign-on, sign-off of seafarers, extending validity of ship certificates, as well as the Seafarer Certificate of Competency, Proficiency and Efficiency, e-indentures for cadets. I could go on, but why don't we listen for a change and let DG Shipping appraise us of the various measures taken? I invite Chairman NMDC Central Committee, Mr. Amitabh Kumar, Director General of Shipping, to please address the gathering.
Minister of State, Independent Charge for Shipping, Mandavia ji, my colleagues in the National Maritime Day Celebration Committee, and dear friends. The theme for World Maritime Day 2020 is Sustainable Shipping for Sustainable Planet. As the IMO Secretary General in his video message indicated, the celebrations of the World Maritime Day 2020 would lay the foundation for creating a